Peace. This is Watch for Wise Words Media back at y'all for another round. Little under the weather, so bear with me. My voice is out of it, but wow, what a performance! What a weekend for Shakur Stevenson, who once again has let us know we are in the Shakur Stevenson era. That performance was a masterclass performance, and this was a type of situation that would catapult the winner to another level because, of course, Shakur Stevenson being an undefeated champion who's mastered a few weight classes already, and Teofimo Lopez, in the same regard, has, was the Lanil champion at a weight class and moved up and won another title. So this was an epic showdown. This was going to catapult somebody into that top five, whoever won this one. And as I've told y'all in the past plenty of times on this page, that the number one and number two in that five kings, back like a few years ago when you had the future five kings, you had Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, and Ryan Garcia. I told y'all years ago, the archives are there, I told y'all years ago, out of that five, the best two are Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. And I said the only person that can beat Devin Haney will be Shakur Stevenson, and vice versa. The only person that can beat Shakur Stevenson is Devin Haney, because we saw what Devin Haney can do when the playing field's leveled. Nobody's coming in a few extra pounds or taking steroids. When the playing field is level, Devin Haney, love him or hate him, is one of the best in the sport. So I still, to this day, fast forward a few years later, and it's materializing exactly how I said. When the smoke is cleared and the dust settles, the two that you will see on top out of those five that will have their own holy war, their own clash within time to see who was the best of the five, will be Devin Haney, and it will be Shakur Stevenson. And it's playing out that way, as Shakur Stevenson has knocked down one of those five in Teofimo, and we already know that Devin Haney, he is on his way to beating Ryan Garcia when they get that rematch popping. So, we're on our way to that clash. And Tank Davis, man, that dude, he's just beating himself in and out of the ring. But in any event, masterclass performance. This was Mayweather-esque. I mean, everything from, it's not just the defense. Yes, Shakur is a modern day Mayweather in the science of hit and not get hit. But what Shakur Stevenson does so special is that he masters range. He masters range, and that is all footwork. That is pure footwork. He is a master of maintaining range where he wants you to be as an opponent, where he wants to be. And he's in enough range to hit you with that blinding jab, and when you come to counter, he steps right out of range. It's just like how Floyd Mayweather used to do. They both, Floyd and Shakur and Terrence Crawford, have master reflexes, where they can go get in range. They could position themselves in range, hit you with a jab, hit you with a 1-2, because you saw Shakur was killing them all night with the jab and with the hook, all night. And right when you go to counter, he's out of range. So you getting hit and you're missing. So it was a masterful performance. What I gotta say for Teofimo Lopez though is he needs a new corner. This is playing out the same way that Danny Garcia, how his career played out. His father, Danny Garcia's father, took him to championship level. But to get to another level, he needed to get somebody else to train him. The best have done it. Floyd Mayweather did it. At first, Floyd started his career with his father. But then after that, he went to his uncle. And then his uncle elevated his game to another level. Then he met back up with his father and went to his uncle. But the same thing. Tio is this generation's version of Danny Garcia in regards that the father is not giving him the best training advice in fights. Like, your best comeback for your son is to tell him you're gonna hate yourself. That's what Teofimo Sr. told Teofimo Lopez. You're gonna hate yourself. Like, he's like, throw punches, you're gonna hate yourself. What advice is that? The cut man. Yo, Tio was leaking and swole all night. Just leaking, coming out of the corner, leaking. Like, the cut man, poor performance. The father, poor advice. Did not help with any, there was no plan B. He made 0 adjustments in that fight. And that's all because of his father. His father did not, for those who play chess, you ever watch people playing chess and you're on the sidelines watching, you like, ooh, that's what the corner's supposed to be. They're supposed to be the sideline chess players, like, oh, okay, I see what he's doing. Give him that advice, have him make adjustments. But no, all he's saying is like, yo, where's your power? You're gonna hate yourself. Throw punches. That is not a coach. That's not training. That marriage of fighter trainer has reached its peak. It's time for Tio. If Tio wants to get back on that horse and make it back up to championship level, he's gonna have to find a new trainer. But once again, masterful performance by Shakur Stevenson. Dominated, completely dominated on all 3 scorecards. He won 11 of 12 rounds. That's incredible. You don't really see stuff like that. So, peace to Shakur Stevenson. It was a great performance, and we are definitely officially in that Shakur Stevenson era. It's starting to look very familiar. Starting to look just like Floyd, starting to look like Andre Ward, starting to look like Terrence Crawford. An era of dominance. I'm Wise for Wise Words Media. Peace.